guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Landon, and we are here again today for another surprise album release. Happy Monday, everybody. So it seems that Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, aka Han Solo, decided to release a brand new album today called 3/15/20. Has a blank cover, a bunch of songs with the titles that are just numbers. And I'm over here like, what? You really think that in this time of craziness, Donald Glover, we really need to worry about deciphering a code? Okay, all right. He's like, I know y'all need to pass some time. I'm gonna hit y'all with some cryptic shit, and we gonna see what y'all could do. So I definitely wasn't expecting this album. I have a lot of other stuff to do today, so this is gonna be a little bit more of a run-through. We're really just gonna get the first impressions of it. Not really spend too much time on the lyrics, unless, you know, they catch me. So we need to go ahead and react to that beat. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and dive directly in. Like I said, this album is called 3/15/20. So the first song on the album is called 0.00, beginning, the start. Really gonna give us the hint to what the album is gonna be like. So let's do this. Okay, we're about 50 seconds in now. Mostly atmospheric sounds, you know, that big pads, definitely more of a feeling than really building up on itself. So I'm really kind of liking the introduction. Maybe it's a slow to start kind of thing, but I'm not minding it. That one scared me. Okay, so I have not heard any words yet, besides "we are," I think, is what they're saying. But I really do think that this is setting up the album to be an experimental album. That's obvious. This is just kind of him playing around, having fun, playing with textures, playing with sounds, playing with different things in the audio industry world to really make something that's unique and crazy. And I'm already feeling that. I mean, there's not really much words left, but it's opening up a new dimension for me, and I am ready to portal up. Okay, so that was number one, 0.00. Not really many words, like I said, definitely an experimental introduction track, but I don't mind it because it kind of gives you an idea of how weird this is about to be. And by the track listing titles, the album cover, the name of the album, it feels like he just made this on 3/15/20 and was like, here, y'all take it. Not mad at it. A little confused, yet not mad. Number two on the album is called Algorithm, one of the only titles with the word. Let's do this one.
Walking along streets, everyone is an addict, stumbling in concrete. Came out, Mother Earth smelling like rose. It's something new to listen, so very serious. So I hit 0.01.
Oh, shit. This dark, gritty voice coming from Childish Gambino, I'm absolutely here for it. This is so cool. This song is talking about the computer age, supercomputer status, walking along streets, everyone is an addict, stumbling concrete. What was the motivation? Constant communication. This one's telling a story. I believe that this album is going to be a little bit more in-depth, a little bit more thought-provoking to go along with its experimental tendencies. I like this a lot, though.
Not black and white, they still got on that industry, nobody make it here now. I guess it really buffet the algorithm that's perfect. Everybody is gonna make you move and groove. Algorithm. Move your life from side to side. Shit is to evolve. Take a bite of the apple, we crush it into the sauce. How do we know the cause?
No, honestly, I am really loving this dark grittiness. You guys know that I love dark things. You guys know that I love things that sound slightly evil. So this is right up my alley. Okay. Wasn't expecting that on this beautiful Monday morning. can't tell if my speaker is breaking or if this is the album. Okay, that was number 2, Algorithm. I really liked it. Like I said, I loved the effects that he had on his voice. What I really liked was that the song spoke about an algorithm, how everything is programmed to work certain ways. And then his chorus comes in saying, everybody move your body, now do it. So I'm liking that he's using the trope of everybody put your hands up and being like, we're part of the algorithm. We're being controlled, ho. Think about it. What are we doing? Who knows? Let's keep going though. Number 3 on the album is called Time, Time, Time. Alright, so we're coming to this one too. We're keeping up that same spirit of grittiness, grunginess, griminess, darkness on this track. Childish Gambino said 7 billion people trying to free themselves, said a billion prayers trying to save myself. But then, surprise! No track listing here, but Ariana Grande is now coming on in for verse 2. Ari, nobody told me you were gonna be on this. How did you keep this silent? You a little sneakster. A little bit more of a singy track, a little bit more distortion over his voice too. This is kind of reminding me of that Kendrick album, the untitled, unmastered one, where everything was just kind of like numbered and he was like, just have it. Tired of dealing with it. This is what feels like it's happening to Childish Gambino as well. He just kind of wanted to release something and he's been working on all this stuff. I am seeing some annotations here that some of these tracks are actually just tracks that were released to fans or special things, but they've been renamed to these numbers, so not exactly sure where this album came from, what the inspiration was, but it's very different. And that's Childish Gambino, so. I will say that Ariana's vocals sound a little bit distorted too, in a way that it makes it not sound like Ariana. Like I'm just so used to those clear vocals and not really getting that when they're so distorted into this song, but maybe that was the vibe they were going for. Not sure. So we also have a chorus coming in now. Brett Jones and the Best Life Singers. Kind of distorted into the background again. I would really like to hear those vocals a little bit more prevalent, a little bit more obvious on this track, but maybe it's part of the aesthetic. Okay, so that was number 3, Time. I will have to say, it was a very long song. I could probably appreciate it being a little bit shorter. I didn't really enjoy the distortion on it, though I did like the sound of the overall, but whenever I hear Ariana, I want to hear her on those vocals. Whenever I hear a chorus, I want to hear them on the vocals, but I do understand the aesthetic he is going for. At the very end, it sounded like one of those little alien bugs that are coming to life that they find. Like a little kid is running in the forest, like, ooh, what's this shiny thing? And he clicks it, and all of a sudden it starts coming to life, and he's like, oh my god, I gotta go show everybody. Let me touch it and contaminate myself 100%. Instead of calling the CDC like normal people. And I don't know if it's just them freaked out because of the coronavirus, but call the CDC, little kid. Alright guys, so the next song on the album is number 4. It's called 1238.
Someone made a mess of my clothes. I like me, yes. And it, ooh, I'ma beat it up. The one who talking all that trash. Talking all that 45 by 28 that ass.
I like this one. I like that. You can see his personality. His vocals a little bit more prevalent. He's rapping now, which I've always enjoyed. Childish Gambino rapping over singing, just my opinion. But he is kind of making some funny jokes here and funny ad-libs. I'm liking this one more than most on the album so far.
You can tell I slow. You smell like a peach cocaine. Hey, I don't know what psilocybin is. This better not be no Molly. She said we gon' have a special night. I said, who you telling, girl? I know that. Pictures with your stepsisters. NK Jemison with your,
He did not just meow. He just meowed. I like it. I like it a lot. I love when a man really asserts himself, says we're about to get freaky, and then all of a sudden goes, meow. No, but I really like how he's telling this story. This one is definitely catching my attention a lot more.
Hey, why your cat looking at me sideways? Lay back on my back, vibrate. Boy, stop. Let's go walking. You wanna be outside? They don't know what they missing. Most niggas wanna run around with these sisters. Niggas fall in love, that's my pushing power. Yes, everybody's jealous, I'm on easy with these colors. Girl, you cancerous. You gon' rule my life. Let me get this paperweight, then come be my wife.
All right, so he's just been going on for 3 minutes now, just straight up talking about a Motorola. I am loving these lyrics so far. I think this actually is breaking my speaker with the production of this, but some sacrifices are worth it. Let's keep going with this song. I am digging this though.
Just like the iceberg tucked on her waist. Fuck a omelet, you can eat off my face. Ooh, you got a bad, just remember what we had. Woke up in my room, she was long gone. Tony singing me another sad song.
I really do love that Childish Gambino can mix his rapping and his singing abilities together to really create these creative type verses here. They are so different. He's coming in with the ad-lib singing, and he'll rap a little bit, sing a little bit, talk, have a little sample of another song. Like, it's so intricate and so in-depth that you can only sit back and really admire it. I'm admiring it. Childish Gambino, better put it away. I'm admiring it.
Drop it off. Let me see if your booty's soft. Gold mouth. Hold up. Summertime, I brought the ice out. Pipes out. All my shooters came from Moscow.
All right, so it looks like we did have Khadijah Bonet on the bridge, which I really liked. It was very futuristic, very alien sounding. Then we have 21 Savage coming on the second verse, and 21 is always hit or miss for me. This just goes to show you how talented Childish Gambino is. When given this long block of music and said, go crazy with it, do what you want to do, you saw what Childish Gambino can do, so let's really see what 21 can do. I mean, it's not looking great so far, but we can see. Maybe he has a little something hidden up in there.
Baby, I'm a baller. Ain't no way that I can roll you straight up. Straight up. They mad cause I made myself a boss without crack. I'm on a private jet eating Popeye's chicken. 21. I be flexing like I'm eating Popeye's spinach.
Okay, so I do have to say the only line that I'm really enjoying in that one, he says, I'm on a private jet eating Popeye's chicken. I'll be flexing on him like I'm eating Popeye's spinach. 21, 21, 21. So do you see how he didn't really navigate that beat like Childish Gambino did? That's what I mean. Childish Gambino can stop, come back in, really be offbeat, but still make it work. But he needs to follow that. I ain't tripping, boy, I'm Lamborghini whipping. 21, 21. Straight out of the trenches. Money got me ignorant. Not really there for me, but let's keep going. There looks like there's an outro coming up by Ink. And is this the same person as Kid Ink? Not sure. Let's see. No. Okay, so the very end, we had Ink come in. I'm loving the scratch feel, the little remix and they did was like, then I'm really like in the very end, they had that. That is what I call creativity. I love when an artist can come in and use non-traditional sounds but make it blend in. It's like, this just made me feel like I was going into space. We had some space shooting sounds and stuff. He's really setting up an environment here that we are living in. He is creating this atmosphere and I'm breathing it in. So I will have to say, that one is one that I really liked from this album. Mostly Childish Gambino's parts. I can give up 21 Savage, but I did like Khadijah and I did like Ink as well. So congrats. Let's keep it moving now to the 5th song on the album called 1910. So we're coming in with a little bit more of a funky feeling song to a little bit back and forth rock. This is a little bit more of him telling a life story, talking about his father a lot too. Once again, the vocals are giving a little bit of a distorted sound, which I'm thinking is through the entirety of this album. It sounds like these were a little bit more tracks that were never planned to be released, unfinished tracks. They kind of compiled them together, put some more of the effects on it, kind of made them all blend and just pushed it out to the people. And I think that in that, you can kind of find some good things about them and find things that you really like in them, but I
can't change your truth. I can't get you used to this. I'm tired. I'm reminded.
Okay, so the song really is just making me want to dance. It's a little bit more to me about the music than about the words, though I know the words are very important in this song. It's just so hard to hear them sometimes over these dancey beats. And I think that he was kind of trying to tell a sad story, but I just couldn't stop bumping like this. So let's finish this one up and see what kind of craziness they have in this outro, like usual. Okay, well that was some horror movie shit right there. Definitely sounded like the Predator was coming back to life. You can hear the and like the drool driven from the teeth, like you can hear it. That was in HD, definitely. It's a little scary, but I like it a lot. I think that what I really like about this album the most are the sound effects, the transitions, intros and outros from one song to the next, a lot of the different effects that they have throughout the song too. It's really about the production here for me that is kind of drawing this whole album together. Maybe the words and stuff will catch me a little bit later, but right now we're gonna move on to number 6 of the album, 2419, which is the longest song on the album, clocking in at 8 minutes long. Let's see what's gonna happen here.
Sweet thing, you're good as Southern Cal. You're watching boxing Rick alone. Sweet thing.
Alright, so we just coming in, it is definitely reminding me a lot more of his last hit song, Redbone, Before This Is America, where he has that singing voice, but it's kind of like a tweaked voice. He does say here, you're watching Parks and Rec alone, sweet thing. And I know you're talking to me, so just at me next time, Childish. Okay? Alright, so now he's coming in the chorus and saying you made me chicken, rice, and beans, you sweet thing, and I'm really, really, really hungry. So this is not helping that case.
You wanna be happy? Don't look at my phone, sweet thing. You always eating off my food, sweet thing. But it feels so good. I wanna tell you something. Something I never said before. I just wanna say thank you.
Okay, before we get into the outro here, I do want to kind of come in and comment saying that this one's a little bit boring for me. I'm liking the lyrics, but it's just taking entirely too long to get to each lyric. And I'm thinking maybe once I re-listen to it over again and over and over and over again, like I probably will do, that it will grow on me. Like I remember when I first listened to Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. I was really shocked at like 7-minute songs. I was like, I can't do it. It's just my brain being like,
You can't sit still how long? You can't do it.
but once you really start getting into it and you feel the flow on the album, it's a whole different story. So I'm thinking that the song's about to have a switch up though, because we've been doing about 4 minutes now with that. Like, I think I figured it out. I think I'm too sober for this. I feel like if I was either like drunk, high, or something like that, being like, thank you. That's what it's gonna take. That's what it's gonna take to make me click with this album. I can feel it. So just as I expected, the song took a different twist towards the end. We have a little bit more melodic. We have a little harmony chorus come in. And I'm really liking this a lot, actually. I wish that they would have words over this part. We still got 1.5 minutes left. We got something else to come. What else is gonna happen? I mean, I just realized I was like dancing while this man was running for his life, so I had to stop that. I was doing a little bit of a pop here. I was like, you know what? Maybe not appropriate. Okay, so that was number 6, 24:19 and 8 minutes. We are halfway through this album now. Definitely an experimental piece of work here. There are things that I love about it, things that I'm not quite fond about, but in the overall scheme of it, I really don't mind the risk. I feel like a lot of people stick to traditional songs, and something like this will really, I think, evoke more people to be more experimental in their music. So it's exciting to me. Like I said, I do like some of them, just not all of them so far. We're only halfway through. Let's keep on going. Okay, guys, so the next song on the album is number 7, called 32:22. Let's do it, dude. Okay, so we're coming in now. It's a very aggressive beat. Childish Gambino is very mumbly on there, but I'm reading the lyrics here. They are pretty aggressive. His mama's on fire, man, your mama don't ride, I'm a funky mother effer. All of this kind of stuff where you can't really hear what he's saying in there, but you can feel his emotions and what he's really feeling, so can appreciate that. Not sure how I feel about the mumbleness of it, though. Okay, so the pre-chorus and the chorus comes in. One line that stood out to me is he screams a lot, Billie Jean is on fire. So Billie Jean, please watch out for that. But this chorus really just builds up. It's like, pick it up, jump, and it really gets you motivated. Though, like I said, you don't really know what he's saying unless you're reading along with these lyrics. So it's this weird disconnect from the lyrics to the music, but it really kind of just all blends in so well together that it kind of just makes you want to dance anyway. I don't know, this is a very conflicting album with me. Production is reminding me a lot of Kanye West's Yeezus album, which I really did love because it had such a gritty, grimy effect. I just felt like you could hear Kanye a little bit more on his album compared to this to get some more feelings from the words. But you know what? If you're reading the lyrics, it helps. But I can't be reading my lyrics and driving. This song is just gonna make people try to crash off the road instead from the anger that it will elicit inside of them. It's okay though. Emotion, that's what it's really about. Chicken. Look at all those chickens. So we had like some farm animals come on the very end. I think I heard a cow, some chickens, a cat maybe. Maybe this is like the animals are now lifting up. This song has brought war on the world. Everybody has killed themselves and now the animals are taking over. That's kind of what I'm reading from it, but strange song, can't lie. I think that it is definitely more of an emotion eliciting song versus sing along with me, everybody. All right guys, so number 8 on the album is called 35:31. Let's go ahead.
Little foot, big foot, get out the way. I'ma show y'all how to move this, yeah. I'ma show y'all how to move it. Woo! Little foot, big foot, get out the way.
Okay, so this song is coming in, a very fun melody, definitely makes you want to be like, hey bitch, hey, get out of the way. But he's definitely talking about drug dealing, a lot of things, and a lot of innuendos about, got that semi on deck 45 AK, busting out the bales, we were selling that hay, we've been moving that snow, I was riding that sleigh, so all of it is very happy and cheery, but if you really read into the deepness of the lyrics, let's talk about dealing some drugs. And you know what? This is what I really like. I like when you can hear the words in a song, because it can help you really feel the emotion he was trying to put out into it, so snaps for this, because I like this one a lot too. Okay, and also it kind of makes sense too. They had the animals at the end of 32:22 because he talks a lot about bales of hay and animal references in this song. So chicken coop, chicken soup. So I think that it is a good transition into there.
Quarter brick, half brick, whole brick, ayy. Got no way like a house, bro. Life move fast, like a move so quick. Dark skin, beauty, bad booty, so big. Come out, we cool. Little foot, big foot, get out the way.
Of course, the white person from the south of me is liking this song. This is actually sad. But it just seems like it's gonna be a line dance in the future. It'd be like, little foot, big foot, get out the way. I can't stop hearing that in my head. Trying to remove those thoughts, though. Transitions. Let's talk about the transition. Make me want to drop it real low after my little honky tonk badonkadonk that I just had. Like this. I like this. Okay, so that was 35-31. I really liked the transitions they had in that one. Also, at the very end, he says a whole bunch of stuff backwards. So, just to read that, he says, I miss you, so I don't know why I'm here without you. I never swam unless you did. It's really hard to read this backwards. Grief is a standing ocean. I'm trying so hard. Some wait every day for the call. You take what you're given when you're not invited. So that was really difficult to read backwards, but I really like that idea. A little bit of a Queen Bohemian Rhapsody kind of feel to it too, with the choir behind him. I like that one. I'm saving that one in my playlist. So now we'll be moving on to number 9, called 3928.
Why go to the party? Why go to the party? 2 shots and a body. 2 shots and a body involved. Where are those winter girls who corrected, say women? I'm sorry.
Alright, so the very beginning of this one came in as an a cappella, harmony-riddled feast, and I really liked it. It says here this was actually supposed to be an introduction to Human Sacrifice, but was revealed to be a separate song on Donald Glover Presents Stream. I like how it started. I'm ready to see how it will continue.
Planets never see a day that isn't towards the sun. Why go to the party at all? Cause it's hard for me to love myself. Cause the days are slow, but the years are fast.
Alright, so that was 3928, number 9 on the album. I really like that too. I thought the use of just the piano and his voice was very, very beautiful together. I am gonna save that one in my library too, because I think I love the uniqueness of that, and that could be very inspirational for the future. So, we're gonna keep on moving along now to number 10, 4226. These are all starting to get so freaking confusing, man. I will say, with just this introduction, this definitely feels like a normal Childish Gambino type song. You know how certain instrumentals remind you of the artist that's about to come on, and they'll have those type beats online. I feel like this is definitely a Childish Gambino type beat. Has the organ, has those little like drums, a little tap in the background. I like it. I think this is gonna be a good one.
On a day like this, I feel like someone. She feels like someone. 7 billion souls that move around the sun. Slow down.
So in our first verse here, he does refer to the 7 billion people in the world again. This seems to be a reoccurring theme throughout this album. He says 7 billion souls that move around the sun, rolling faster, faster, and not a chance to slow down or slow down. I really like that line because we are all stuck on this earth moving around the sun, and we can't slow that shit down. We gotta live and take each day as we can, okay? Positive message for the morning.
And who made machines that want what they desire. Slow down. All up and let this world change. You can feel it in the streets.
I'm just really liking the vibe to it though. It's very catchy, very just move, sway your body. I am seeing here there was a music video for it, and apparently it had like 25 plus celebrities in it. I'm confused. I'm gonna have to go and watch that after. Let me know what you know about that in the comments below.
Running out of water, it's about to go down. Birds were made to sing and waking up to no sound.
Oh, I like this deep thought. He said, air that kill the bees that we depend on. Birds were made for singing, waking up to no sound, no sound. We're killing the environment, people.
Sound, I know.
Okay, Okay, so that was number 10, 4226. Apparently, originally released under Feels Like Summer. That came with a music video. I do see here now that it is cartoon people, because I was like, something don't feel right. They said Michael Jackson was in this video. So it looks like this was originally released already, but now has been renamed for this album. So that tends to be the theme of this one, that a lot of them were previously released and now just released as numbers to, I guess, fit into the album. So the next song on the album is called 4748. Now let's go ahead and show you what it's about, because it really doesn't give you any hints with these titles. So coming in, this one definitely is reminding me of a funk type song. Like I can see him singing this in a New Orleans airport. I do think that he is really trying a lot of different genres with this album, which I really can appreciate, and that adds to the overall experimentalness.
Little girl, 13, broke down the violence, shot down the violence, the violence, the violence.
So he is kind of talking about a little girl, 13, broke down the violence. The little boys playing around shot down the violence. So it's kind of talking about the violence is kind of prevalent in every single part of everyday life. I did also read here, it's talking a little bit more about how social media and the digital age is making violence seem a little bit more on the rise. Maybe that's where this is from, but I feel like this subject matter is really good to be put with a funk song, because that's where you can really feel the soul in it.
Don't worry about tomorrow. The violence, the violence. Never say what you see. Keep quiet. The silence. Is it hard to live?
This feels like this is a note from Childish Gambino to the new generation, kind of just saying like, take care. Are you scared of the world yet? You're supposed to be the violence that comes in and changes the world to be better. Also, like the line he says in here, never say what you see, keep quiet, the silence. Trademark that, the silence. Just this album having so much blank space with so much instrumental, like it really just makes you want to just freestyle on a beat, feel like you in church or something like that with every single song.
Mom and Lalo and Santa. And do you love yourself?
I do love myself.
Does mommy love herself?
Alright, so that was 4748. It seems that it ended with a little outro spoken thing with Donald Glover and his son Legend Glover, and basically saying like, who do you love? I love all my family, but then it was really the most important part was talking about loving yourself. And even as mommy, you love yourself? Like everybody needs to love themselves, and I'm so glad that he is instilling that thought pattern into his child so young. Congrats. Long song though. Alright guys, so the last song on the album is 5349. So let's go ahead and check it out, see how it goes ahead and ends this off.
What's it like? From the gator coming straight out the hood. See the colors from my father when I meditate. I'll give it to you, mama.
Okay, so this one is definitely coming in, turning out to be one of the ones that I really enjoy. He's coming in, doing a little bit more rap singing here. I like him when you could just feel that soul. I know that he does have a lot of emotion and stuff when he's doing those slow songs, but this one too, he just has a way about, and then you just feel it. You really just feel it, so I have a feeling I'm gonna save this one.
There is love in every moment under the sun. Do what you wanna do.
Oh, my being long. Damn, I look like Jesus. And my shirt is off. Oh, I feel like Taylor. It's a little Russian part. Hollywood. Never said it, even though I probably should.
Like honestly, if he would make an entire album like this, he could be the next Aerosmith, honestly, the next Steven Tyler, for sure, for sure.
Love in every moment under the sun. When you looking at the devil, but you looking in the mirror, what you gonna say?
I love when he hits those pitches. It really just makes me appreciate his vocal talents. right, so they had that little boop at the very end of the album too. So that was the last song on the album, 5349, and I really liked that one. That one got me jigging, that one got me dancing a little bit, and it really just got me screaming my heart out in this apartment complex and waking the neighbors. Okay, so that was quite an interesting album. So like I've been saying plenty of times, this is definitely experimental. We have different types of genres coming in, from hip hop to folk to gospel to just straight up experimental, just some sounds, to a cappella, to everything, which is amazing. And with that being said, there are a few that I really did enjoy. So the ones that I marked here are 1238, 3531, 3928, and 5349. And like, do you guys know what these numbers mean? Let me know in the comments below if there are any type of like code or something that I should know. Are these date stamps, time stamps? What is happening here? All right, so like I said, I don't really have much time to do too much talking today. Got some stuff I need to get taken care of. But thank you guys so much for watching. I have to give this album a solid okay. Like, it's definitely not one that I'm gonna go around and show everybody, but I do think that it has uniqueness about it that'll definitely make it stand out amongst all the other releases this year. So, snaps and claps, CG, GG. Alright guys, if you like this video, please make sure to click the thumbs up down below. Also, comment down any artists that you want me to go ahead and review. Albums, music videos, live performances, whatever. Quarantine got me having some time. Also guys, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, stay up to date with all of these things. We are on our road to 10,000 here. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all so much. So feel free to share this. I gotta go edit and I think get another job. So with that being said, until next time, bye guys.